What's up? My name's Andres, and this is my first ever YouTube video. First ever doing anything on the internet whatsoever. So, um, it's gonna be basically an FM manager save. As you see here, is the Everton 3 year challenge. Um, this is going to be basically like a high school presentation, but in YouTube format, I guess. I've never done this before, so it's gonna be interesting. In high school, usually I was very good at high school presentations, so let's go. Usually, you never want to go after me. Even in college right now, I feel like I'm pretty good at this shit. So, by the one and only, uh, the plan. This is the plan. Very important. Very important. As you know, football managers around the world, you always have to have a plan to go into a save, and this is the plan for, especially for a 3 year save. The first season that we're gonna do is gonna be qualifying for. The goal is to be qualifying for European soccer. You know, um, Europa or Champions. Obviously, Champions is gonna be very unrealistic, so it's probably gonna be Europa or Conference. But also, we might win a domestic trophy. Like if we win a domestic trophy or if we qualify to through the league, it doesn't matter. I obviously I want to do both, but because it means that we did good in the league and did good in domestic trophies, like obviously. So the second season is gonna be winning Europa or conference. Like I want to win one of those two, obviously, and then to be able to qualify for Champions League. But if we don't win either of those two, it's gonna be okay. The most important one is Champions League and the Premier League. That's the ultimate goal for this challenge. So if we don't win either of these, we need to get top four or top five, depending on what happens. Let's discuss what's gonna happen more in depth. Videos in between each stream. So I am going to be streaming this game. Like this series is gonna be basically streamed. I am gonna be uploading the streams like full streams on YouTube. So if you miss a stream, don't worry. I'm gonna be putting them on YouTube, and we are gonna be watching the games on extended highlights. I'm doing extended highlights. I usually do key highlights, but I'm gonna do extended so I could like what I'm saying, talk about the games more in depth, be more like tactics based. The first stream, this is very important. First stream this Friday. Most people aren't gonna be watching it, today, but it's gonna be September 12th, 5 p.m. Eastern, Puerto Rican time. If you're not from Puerto Rico, is Eastern time is basically I don't know, Florida time. 2 p.m. California time. Central time, I'm not sure, but I think central people know. If you're from Europe, I don't know what to say. Put it on Google if you want to watch the stream, please. Let's just keep going. Very important also. These are the accolades that I have won. Very important. I'm an FM manager god, if you did not know. This is why I'm doing this, honestly. Because I feel like it would be a disservice if I didn't do this. At least, if I at least didn't give this a try, I've played Football Manager since FM 20. Pretty good. Obviously, I haven't played since the 2000s, but I feel like I've been pretty accomplished since FM 20. 10 Champions Leagues, 5-time Serie A champion, 12-time Premier League champion, 2-time League One champion, and 6-time La Liga champion. The accolades speak for themselves. You see here, like I'm pretty much a demon. I've won everywhere there is to win, everything there is to win. I'm Football Manager of the months, Football Manager of the years. I've won everything. If I were to give a manager comparisons to me, it's basically like if Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho had a baby. That's basically it. I'm very tactical based. I go game by game. Every single game I treat it differently. I adapt to my players. I adapt to my team. It's very important. That's what I believe. I never go into a game playing the same way. I always try to switch something because every team brings something different, So this is going to be a very tactical save. So if you like that, watch the stream on Friday. Very important. These are formations and this is the squad. These three things are very important for my team. If you want to play for this team, you have to have these three things: disciplines, experience, and mentality. Very important. If you don't have this shit, you're gonna be on the bench. I hate to say it, but you're gonna be on the bench. Formations. I have two formations. Home 4-1-3-2, and then away 5-3-2. Home we're gonna be more attacking. We're gonna be playing more positive, and then away we're gonna be playing more conservative. We're gonna be holding like they're gonna be like more gritty. We're gonna be a gritty team either way. We're gonna be a team that nobody wants to play, and that's ultimately what every single manager wants. Before we continue, before we go into Football Manager, I want to say these are the key positions that we have: target forward and deep line playmaker. These two positions, I feel like they have to play good if we want to win. If these two positions don't play good, we're gonna basically lose the game. Target forward is basically essential for our team. He's gonna be like the hub. You know, I'm gonna show you this right now. Okay. Let's go home. Calvert-Lewin, very important player. This is gonna be the 4-1-3-2 that we have. Pickford, sweeper keeper. Patterson, wingback. Ben Godfrey, ball playing defender. Keane or Tarkowski here, more likely. Oh, let me do this real quick. Sorry, technical difficulties. Mikolenko here as a wingback, attacking. Both wingbacks are going to be giving us the width. They're going to be going up and down, up and down. And then we got Garner. He's going to be like, he's going to be dominating the midfield. He's going to be spreading the ball around, like keeping possession, typical deep line playmaker stuff. And then Guay is going to be ball winner here. Doucouré is going to be very important for this team too. He's going to be basically our goals from the midfield. He's going to be making these runs through the lines. Like Calvert-Lewin is going to hold up the ball. He's going to give it to Doucouré, and Doucouré is going to be running through basically that. Onana, very important player. He's basically our best player on the team. I'm not going to lie. Box to box, he's going to be dominating the midfield. Calvert-Lewin here, target forward, like I said before, very important. Then Beto here, because we don't have money to sign players right now, and we haven't been able to sell players. So I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have to start like this. Obviously, we're gonna be at home. We're gonna be playing a little bit more positive. We're gonna be playing with a little bit more confidence. Shorter passing, slightly higher tempo. We're gonna be playing wider because our formation is very narrow as it is, so we're going to be playing wider. We're going to be playing for set pieces, and we're also going to be playing more discipline because I asked everyone in the squad, in the locker room, I said, raise your hand if you're Messi. Nobody raised their hand. So we're going to be playing more discipline. We're going to be distributing quickly. We're going to be countering. And we're not going to be one of those teams that are going to be full counter pressing. We're going to let the game go as it is. We're not going to be going too crazy, We want to be a gritty team, obviously, but we don't want to expose ourselves too far. We're going to be we don't have the defenders for that. This is going to be subject to change, like obviously if for example, we're going to be playing like Manchester United and they play like a short center back like Alexander Martinez, we're going to be distributing to target man because I feel like we're going to be winning a lot of the headers. Like this too, subject to change. Higher defensive line, very important. At home, high press. We want to attack. We want to put pressure on the team at home. Where the crowds, Goodison Park is going to be loud. Everything's going to be loud. So we need to more press more often. And then we're going to be trapping inside because it's going to be very hard for them to get inside of us. Very hard to get inside of us because we got 4 people here. Very hard to get inside of us. Pause. Okay. Away, we're going to be rocking a 5-3-2. We're going to be more conservative away because we don't have the squad. It's going to be tough winning away matches as it is. So if we draw, we draw, Pickford, special keeper, bro. Sweeper keeper here on defense. Then we're going to have Godfrey here. He's very fast. So I want him to be, like wing backing and supporting. Garner. Technical difficulties again. Sorry. Doucouré starting. This is Keane here. White center back. Tarkowski here. Center defender on cover. And then we have as wing backs Patterson and Mikolenko. I feel like we got a pretty solid pairing as a wing back duo. So that's good. Our midfield, I feel like, is pretty good too. Box to box here, deep line here, and then Vazzala here, so he could be like running here, playing through Calvert-Lewin. Obviously, he's very important to this team. If we sell him, we sell him, we replace him. But right now, he's our best player. I feel like in Football Manager, he is super overrated. If you know, you know. Beto here as a pressure forward, two big bodies as strikers, so we need to use them. We're gonna be shorter passing, slightly higher tempo, like always. Attacking with standard because this formation is already wide as it is. So maybe we could rock a fairly narrow, but it'll be subject to change, like everything. Play for set pieces. We're going to be playing for set pieces because we have a big team, like I said before. We're going to be more disciplined. And we're going to be counter pressing. Or counter when we win possession, we're going to be countering, okay? We're not going to be counter pressing at all, especially away from home because we're not like that. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not like that. We're going to be distributing quickly. This is subject to change also. If we, depending on who we're playing, we're going to be distributing target man or distributing center backs. Obviously, if we're playing like a team that's pressing us very high, we're probably going to be distributing to target man so we don't do mistakes because these defenders, we don't have Van Dijk, we don't have like Gvardio, we don't have like Alessandro Bastoni as a back. We don't have these players. I hate to say it, but we don't. So playing from the back is very risky, especially in this team. Away from home, obviously mid block, and then we're gonna have the standard defensive line. Pretty, you know what I'm saying? Pretty general. Away from home, we want to be more defensive. Like we don't want to concede too many chances, but we want to counter attack. That's basically the plan. Counter attacking away from home. Standard, we don't want to be over pressing. Let the team have the ball. Let the other team have the ball, and then we're gonna be winning, and then go attack. This is subject to change also, though. You know, you never know. Let's continue. Scouting report. This, like I was saying before, like the videos that I was saying before. In between each stream, like I said, we're gonna be doing a video of like a brief summary of what happened last stream and what we could improve on from last stream from like each game. We're going to go over each game. And then we're going to make a scouting report for the next 11 matches that we're going to play because I'm planning to play 11 matches each stream. Extended highlights. So it's going to be like, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So this is the first scouting report ever. Manchester United. Their coach, Erik ten Hag, dog shit ass coach. We know. I think he's still better than Amorim, but they're both pretty bad, in my opinion at least. Formation 4-3-3, pretty simple, pretty basic, blah blah blah. Key players Bruno and Rashford. Bruno is like in this game in Football Manager 24, he's like prime Kevin De Bruyne, and then Rashford here is like prime Mbappe. So we have to be very cautious on these two players. I saw the rest of the team. They're pretty dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty bad. Every single other player is pretty bad. But they do have their strengths. Speedy players like Garnacho, Rashford, and Anthony. They're pretty fast. They could cause some problems. Obviously, Garnacho and Anthony, they're not that good in this game or in real life whatsoever. So we should have a chance. But obviously, Højlund could start. But in the predicted, it did say Rashford, Garnacho, and Anthony. But we'll see. It's subject to change. You never know. Playmaking midfielder, Bruno. You have to watch out for Bruno. Weaknesses, they do have a short center back. Licha, I'm praying to God that he starts. So if he starts, I'm not going to lie, we're going to win. We are going to win if he starts. If he doesn't start, I do fancy our chances still. But if he starts, we're going to be just fine. Their wingers are not that good. Like I said, Garnacho and Anthony, not very good. But if Rashford starts in the winger, it's going to be tough. Their coach is too easily intimidated. I'm going to intimidate him. He's not going to be ready for what I got. His tactics aren't good. I'm going to outclass him. And their goalkeeper, Onana, not good at all. I don't think he's good whatsoever. So I saw his stats in this game, bro. He has like 18 eccentricity or something like that. I remember I had a goalkeeper like 16 eccentricity. He made a mistake every single game. Even if he had like good stats, he made a mistake each and every game. So there's no way we're gonna lose to a keeper, like to a team that has an 18 eccentricity goalkeeper. There's no way whatsoever. All right, so this is the strategy. Man United at home, like I was saying. So we are going to be playing 4-1-3-2, the formation that you saw. The key players in this game are going to be Calvert-Lewin, Onana, and Gardner. If these three players play well, we are going to win the game. We're going to win. I believe we are going to win. Strengths that we have is height, work rate, and set pieces. Obviously, height. If Lisandro, like I was saying, starts, we're gonna have a huge advantage there. The work rate in the midfield, obviously Bruno, I think he has like 20 work rate. I don't know where they got that from, but other than that, other than Bruno, we have pretty good work rate like comparisons against them. I feel like we can outrun them. Set pieces very important in real life. They're pretty bad, and in the game, hopefully they're bad. Onana, I don't think he's that good in set pieces either. So we need to take advantage of that. Tactics, mark Bruno very tightly and get stuck in. This is very important because Bruno is their best player. We need to get in his head. We know Bruno is easily affected by you know what I'm saying, pull the clothes, like push him, like get like hurt him a little bit. Like obviously like not injure him, but like you know, force Rashford weaker foot and then get stuck in. Very important. This is very important because Rashford is their best player next to Bruno. Rashford though, he's the one that's gonna score the goals if they do score. You know, so Rashford he's the first one on the scouting report, then Bruno. So we need to make sure that his weaker foot, if you push him, he is gonna drift away from the game. He might get subbed out if Eric Ten Hag is not that good, so he might sub him out. We need to get in his head though. He's easily influenced. If you push him, he's weak mentally. Like obviously in the game, obviously in real life, I don't know him personally, but like from what I see, he's easily affected by what's going on the field. So that's that. Thanks for watching. You know, I'm very excited to do this. As like I said before, I'm nervous too. I'm not gonna lie, it's the first time I've ever done this. But stream on Friday, September 13th, or no, September 12th. I'm sorry, September 12th, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Western, but yeah, I hope to see you on Friday, and my Twitch will be down below, and I think it's also in the description. So hopefully all that's sorted. So yeah, I guess peace.